Okay, let's get to Ann Althouse and her post on me and Julian Assange. Here's her post. Julian Assange, this quotes me, he's a sissy, he's a waif, purely and simply an internet creation. That is how Rush Limbaugh talked about Julian Assange on his show yesterday. What I'm interested in here is not Assange per se or what Limbaugh thinks of him. I'm interested in the gratuitous disparagement of men whose looks and person style fail to track the masculine stereotype. And then she quotes me. Let's look at Julian Assange. In a contest between Janet Napolitano and Julian Assange, who do you think would win? Big sis, there's no question about it. Now, if Janet Napolitano, big sis, can put her hands down our underwear at any airport in America she chooses, why can't she get her hands on the State Department leaker? Why can't she get her hands around the scrawny little neck of Julian Assange and all the other people at WikiLeaks? This little guy, this little waif, this little Peter Pan Julian Assange, does anybody really believe that's his real name? Then I had to bleep myself when I came up with what I think is his real name. I did. I had to bleep myself. First time in broadcast history, I had to bleep myself.
Ass Angel, right? If you add an L to his name, it would be Ass Angel.
So she then posts our website graphic that we put up yesterday of Julian Assange as Peter Pan.
Yeah, I did.
And Hillary is there as Tinkerbell, by the way. And then she writes, Limbaugh seems to have a general aversion to effeminate men, not to mention mannish women, as in Big Sis. And he's not processing this rather low reflex into much of anything but the repetition of the word sissy. I like Rush Limbaugh. I've defended him many times in front of people who tend to hate you if you say anything good about him. So I think my opinion on this subject of Rush Limbaugh has special weight. And I think this sissy business is beneath him. There's something in the leaked rant that's worth saying. It was worth saying. And see that Limbaugh was criticizing our government for not being able to catch Assange. In that context, the apparent feebleness of the man is relevant. If Limbaugh wants to say Assange is a weak little man and he's making us look weak, that's fine. What I don't like is the implication that in general, men who look small, thin, and weak don't count as real men. Now, Limbaugh's own critics frequently gratuitously point out that Limbaugh's fat. I'm sure that creates a temptation for the big guy to swing back at little men. I'm not saying he has to resist the temptation every single time, but process it into something better than saying sissy over and over. Well, I did, Anne, but I had to bleep myself. The subject, after all, was strength and weakness, and that was weak comic rhetoric, calling Julian Assange a sissy. And I didn't say it. One of the problems here is that I assume that everybody takes everything I say in context because I assume everybody listens every day, and thus everybody knows what I said yesterday, last week, the day before.
Yeah, I listen
Most people do listen all the time, every day.
I listen to podcasts.
Some don't. And, of course, this would come under the general heading of the chickification of our culture and the chickification of our society and the chickification of our institutions, which, of course, is not a good thing. And to have somebody like Julian Assange be a hero to anybody is just it just offends my sensibilities. But I don't know, just guy's a coward. He won't show up anywhere. He's hides behind the skirts of women or wherever he's hiding.
What does that have to do with women? I mean, his problems of being lame, Assange's problems of being lame. Why tag that onto women? Why say that women are being? Why call that chickification? You have a weak, lame, cowardly man. Is that being like women? Now you're gratuitously insulting women, Rush. Well, you just jumped out of the frying pan into the fire on that one. Sniffling.
Well, she doesn't, snurdly, she's not saying that sissy is an invalid term. She's saying it is beneath my vocabulary, communicative powers and skills. I should have come up with something better than to just consistently use the word sissy as a means of getting a laugh. I wasn't trying to get a laugh with this, by the way. Well, sissy is effective. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know what a sissy is, and the people that hate it most are sissies. sissy.
See, the thing about sissy is that you're saying men are like women. This goes with chickification. You're saying that what's bad about this man is he reminds you of a woman, and that's gratuitously insulting women. Also seems to be a kind of a sideswipe at a certain type of man. Some of those men are perfectly fine men and aren't doing anything wrong. They just happen to be genetically gifted with smallness of size and perhaps weakness of muscle. Many of those people are good people, and why drag them into your problem with Julian Assange, or Ass Angel, as I think you want to call him?
Because everybody knows who they are. Sissy means effeminate and also cowardly. And isn't what Assange is doing is cowardly. I mean, he's been, well, here's a companion story. This is from a geek tech site. It's called The Register. And this story is posted out of San Francisco.
I think I have him at a bit of a loss for words there. I think he's thinking about it. I think you need to come back again tomorrow and deal with this in greater depth. I mean, insult Assange all you want. I like that, but I'm getting distracted by sideswipes at men who don't deserve it, and essentially also women too. The problems with women are strong. Some women are strong, some women are weak. But to just say men are being like women when you want to say that they're being cowardly and weak, I don't like that. I say get right on the target that you want to hit, and don't distract us with sideswipes, gratuitous sideswipes at people who don't deserve it. And also, some chickification is a good thing. Women have a lot to offer. Think about it.